Hello again. This is the 15th episode of my Story Girl Altered book, and I just wanted to say thank you for watching, those who watch, and thank you very much for those who leave comments. That's really lovely, and I always like to hear what people think about my spreads. So yeah, I was looking at my book. It's looking a bit tatty. Look, I'm going to have to do something to repair that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might just put some glue under there. Because these altered books, they never have to be perfect. That's what I love about them, actually. So I'll get up to where we were. And I have been doing a few pages again. So, yeah. On my Instagram page, you've probably seen me post this one. This one was using ink background, not Quink. It was another type of ink, and I've forgotten the name of it. It was a German brand, and it was for fountain pens. So I put the layer on, and I tried my gesso thing using white gesso and water, and it didn't work as well as the Quink, but it did a little bit. And then I let it dry, and I carried on, and this is what I ended up with. And I drew a little hand using reference for once, which I was glad I did. It always helps to use reference, doesn't it? I don't know why. I try not to sometimes. I suppose I'm just lazy. I can't be bothered to look it up or something. I don't know. Anyway. And then this one was just colours and patterns. I did this when I was watching the telly. I find it's quite, I sort of half watch the telly and do a bit of pattern, which I find very relaxing. And then this one was my effort at copying a picture of Tesla. I didn't quite capture his intense look, but anyway, he looks a bit more dreamy in this one, sort of staring into space. And it was quite fun to find the words "in quest of information," because that's what Tesla was all about, wasn't he? Always inventing things. And then this page is, I actually made the background by mixing some of this German pen ink, which was a sort of green colour, and I mixed it in with gesso, and it made quite a nice background. And well, I've been looking at bumblebees lately. I've always liked bumblebees. They've always been a sort of totem animal for me, I suppose. They sort of, I don't know, they land on me a lot. They think I'm a flower, I think. So I can be out somewhere and the bumblebees quite often land on me and stuff, but I actually love them, and ever since I was little I used to pick them up. So I know that freaks some people out, but because if you're very gentle with them, they won't sting you. But of course I understand that a lot of people don't think that way, and some people have allergies, etc., so be careful around bees. But anyway, I love bumblebees, so I looked up what bumblebee meant, and all sorts of things came out. One of the things was believe in miracles, because bumblebees look like they can't fly. They've got tiny wings and great big bodies, and yet they fly because they believe they can fly. They do. So I like that idea. And bees are very important. Without bees, we wouldn't have the crops pollinated. So, and they're busy workers. Oh, I'm trying to get it in focus. Bee people value community, and that's really true. I really value community myself, if I call myself a bee person. And the other things that came up was mindful service, protector, abundance. They represent abundance as well, bumblebees. I suppose because they make honey, and there's always lots of bumblebees in a hive. I don't know. Persistence and teamwork. So, and then now I've come up now to the spread that I want to continue today, and of course, as usual, it's late in the day that I come to do my art, and so the light's fading. Can't seem to focus it very well. But you will see, thanks to the magic of editing, I can show you how this page looked in stages. I've basically used masks and put layers, and I've ended up like this. So I will break now and edit in my previous pages, and then I will continue. Right, so I hope you can see okay. I've put the overhead light on. Yeah, I got myself a cup of tea as well. Yum yum. I'm drinking a mix of English breakfast tea and Earl Grey, loose leaves. So delicious. Anyway, so this spread is actually well, it came about because I had a dream about my ancestors. I had this dream that I'm going to draw a fire. I want to draw a fire somehow. And I was sitting by the fire, and then my ancestors started turning up, and it was sort of like I could see them at the corner of my eye, but I couldn't quite see them. So, yeah. But I think what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to take charcoal. Excuse me, this is charcoal pencil. And I'm just going to sort of define the edges a bit of some of these figures. Because they're not always distinct. I had a Google, and I've been looking at fire reference. Ooh, that's weird. Yeah, anyway, sorry, technical problems. So I've been looking at sort of flames and fire reference, and I'm thinking, see, what I was going to do is have a little sort of fire here, but now I'm thinking, why don't I try and draw flames? So what you'll see is some of the bits of the people will show in the flames and some won't. So this may be a complete disaster, or it might just work. So I'm going to try and draw some flames in, sort of artistic impression. And I think if I draw them with white charcoal pencil, then they'll be easy to paint over, because I'm going to paint them yellow, I think, or the outside of them yellow, and then bits will show through and bits will be painted over, and then if it's yellow, the darker bits might still show through, so it might be quite an interesting effect. But if it doesn't work, I'll just paint over the whole page and it'll be our secret. But yeah, so here goes. Hi there. My computer is still probably not very well because I just recorded a section and when I went to save it, it sort of corrupted. So anyway, I'll tell you what I did. I painted a layer of matte medium over the whole lot, and then I painted Payne's Grey in the background. And as you can see here, it's a bit wishy-washy. I'm not very happy with that. I quite like the idea that you can still see a bit of the background, but yeah, I don't like seeing all the strokes in it and what have you. So then here I put a bit of gesso, white gesso in to sort of make it more opaque and a sort of grey colour. Then I'm not too happy. And also what I did was I used a brighter yellow to go over to make them look a bit more yellow like flames. And now I have decided that I quite like, I'm using a bit of actual black paint and I quite like the look of that. So I'm now going to go through and paint it, the background, proper black. I think I'll be happier with that. But I think also what I will do is I won't leave it such a long section of film, and so you don't really need to see me doing it all. So I'll cut now and then I'll come back when I've done it. Probably my computer might be able to handle it better. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I've blacked it all out in the background and it's kind of looking interesting. It's the first time I've done this, so I've got ideas of what I'll do next time. But anyway, for this painting, I'm going to now put in some stars. So I've joined up all the stars, but I think it needs something more. So I've got my beautiful Posca pens out, and I'm just going to go round. And so here it is finished. I've been round the edge in orange Posca and I went round the figures using a kind of pink Posca, and it's all my relations. It feels like we're all connected. I think that's what it's meant to be showing, and I think if I did this again I would be a bit more careful with the shape of my flames, because I'm not sure that they really do look like flames. But anyway, hopefully you might try this technique and it might give you some ideas for doing something of your own. And yeah, I'm okay. I think it's okay. I'm happy with it. But yeah, it's made me intrigued about trying a similar technique on other paintings. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and come back again and subscribe and share and all those sorts of things, and hopefully I'll see you again for another spread in this journal. So I hope you're keeping safe and well and happy, and keep on arting. Okay, bye for now.